Ladies and gentlemen, you have asked the questions, and Michael is going to answer them.
I got you.
I'll also chime in, but you really only care what Mike has to say, let's be honest. Okay, so this is a fun new segment we're doing, Mike. Thank you for agreeing to join me this week. Ask him anything. You know that you send in your questions to @NFL on Fox every Saturday, and then on Sunday, we'll answer them for you. So Jermaine, thank you for following the instructions. Jermaine, ask him anything. What advice would you give LaMarr Jackson since you both had similar speed at the quarterback position?
Listen, honestly, I would tell LaMarr to slow down. You know, slow down a little bit. Be cautious. Pick and choose your spots when you run the football because, listen, it's really dangerous on the field, Charissa. And you know, when you take off with the football, you put yourself in danger. The most important thing in being in the NFL and playing the quarterback position is being accountable. You have to be on the field, taking all those hits at full speed. You're gonna hurt yourself. So slow down a little bit, be cautious, pick and choose your spots.
That's actually great advice because your first instinct, I imagine, right? If the play breaks down and your progressions aren't there, just go.
Yeah. Go and get the first down.
Slow down. LaMarr, slow down.
Slow down.
I should probably do that in life. Slow down and my talking speed. I talk very fast. Hopefully you're keeping up. Sarah at Team Wesson, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, 257 said, who is your favorite wide receiver in the league now and out of the league? So let's start with now.
My favorite receiver in the league now, I got to go with Odell Beckham. Listen, he's an exceptional talent. And, of course, I could have picked a couple other guys, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown. I mean, it's a bunch of guys.
What's he doing?
Absolutely. Antonio Brown, I played with him, so I know he's incredible. And those guys are guys who make the quarterback better, gives you more confidence to throw him the football.
You would have loved to
I would have loved to have had a guy like that. I got Roddy White a little too late, but I would have to say he's one of my favorites who's not playing the game.
But Odell Beckham's number one. On your depth chart, number one.
And then Julio Jones.
Why would you pick him number one over the other said incredible talent?
He has speed. He's elusive. He's a big body guy, good sized target. You know, it's tough throwing the ball to receivers who are a little shorter.
Yeah.
D-Jack was a little shorter, but he played really big. But when you got
Jackson,
a guy
who's back,
when you got a guy who's 6 feet and runs a 4.3 40, he can do anything on the field and stretch the defense.
Guess who else ran a 4.3 40? Thank you, Mike. I don't want to pat myself on the back, so thank you for doing it for me. You know what I mean? Real quickly, who out of the league? Just a name.
Out of the league, I would have to go with Roddy White. Roddy White became a great NFL receiver. Once I left Atlanta, I wish I could have had him 7, 8 years in when he learned how to play football.
Perfect. When you're done with the questions, you just throw them over there. You know what I mean? We'll make sure we clean them up because we're team people. Brady Spitzer says, thoughts on the NFC East?
Brady, listen, I picked the Philadelphia Eagles to win the NFC East, but we all know it's a tough division. The Cowboys are going to be there. You know, they got Zeke Elliott, they got a great offensive line, and Amari Cooper, Dak, and the Giants.
Defense.
You know, never know what they're going to do. Redskins added some pieces. You know, they might come in last, but still it's going to be a competitive division. It's always that way. I don't expect anything less.
Eagles
win the division.
There we go. I was
Hands
waiting
down.
for it. That's my pick, too. Michael Vick, that's you. Which fan base made the biggest impact in the game during your career? And that's from Jordan King.
Which fan base? I would have to say the Atlanta Falcon fan base. I mean, it was great. You know, I mean, obviously coming to the stadium, in the beginning it wasn't a big crowd, maybe 30,000. You know, in a year we got 78,000, and almost looked at as if it was a club scene. I mean, people everywhere, people
I love
all
Ludacris.
Different backgrounds, denominations. I mean, it was amazing, man, to see everyone come together to support the Atlanta Falcons, and they really supported us as a team, and we had the ultimate support. So.
How fun is that atmosphere? That's got to get you hyped for a game.
You got music, Ludacris, T.I.
Come on.
I'm gonna give a little bit of a distraction, but we made it through.
I'm going to give you credit for that.
Thank you.
They came for you, Michael Vick.
It's the culture.
You know what I mean? Last but not least, what was going through your head when you realized you were about to give the Packers their first ever home playoff loss? Good question.
You know what?
King. Is it Quizmo?
Quizmo?
King. King. We'll just,
King.
You know what? Let's just stick with King. You know what I mean?
King, let me say this, man. On the way to winning that football game, it was mixed emotions for me. Of course, being a quarterback, I love winning. But I'm also taking down a guy that I really had a great deal of admiration
Come on,
for
Mike,
Brent
that's
Favre.
so
I'm being
sweet,
honest.
but-
I love Brent Favre. He was amazing. But, just knowing that we was going to have another opportunity to move on and play in the second round of the playoffs, that was everything that we had worked hard for. We didn't expect to win, so it made it even sweeter.
Yeah,
and,
you were not
to get out of there with a victory, man. We would have never thought because we just felt like we was playing with house money.
That's really cool. I mean, I'm not trying to reduce the fact that you wanted to give Brett Favre praise, but how cool is that you're playing in a place like that?
Yeah.
No expectations, but
it
not.
almost felt like Brent Favre deserved to win that game. As
But
weird
you
as
did.
it may sound, but I had to do what I had to do.
Well, you win every game in my book, Michael. And you guys at home, if you tweet at NFL on Fox every Saturday and hashtag it with AskEmAnything, EM. I got it wrong the first time I said them. So AskEmAnything, EM. We will answer your questions. Thank you for your time, Michael.
Anytime.
Now we're going to go get something to eat. Bye.